London is one of the most culturally diverse cities in the world, but there are two religions in particular that have a very strong cultural presence here, and that is Judaism and Islam. Today, I'm going to travel to some religious communities of both faiths to see what life is like here in London in 2025. Let's go. Well, we're going to start this vlog by going to Stamford Hill in Hackney. This is the most populated Jewish area in Europe, full of both Ashkenazi and Hasidic Jews. So we're going to get on the station now here at Westminster, and yeah, head off to Upminster, where we're then going to have to get a bus to Hackney and Stamford Hill. So let's go. Okay, so we're on the bus to Stamford Hill now. We're just driving through central London at the moment. And yeah, it's a nice London bus over here, nice red London bus, so really giving you guys full experience. Yeah, it's going to take a while for us to get there, but we'll be there soon. Let's see if it lives up to its reputation. Okay, so we've made it here to Stamford Hill. Now, on first impressions, it certainly doesn't feel very Jewish. It feels pretty standard London roads. But as we go along, this community, we're gonna start to see more signs of hello. Got a subscriber there. Gonna see more signs of the Jewish community who live here. So let's go. Let's shut this back on first. Now over here, we've got our first sign that this is a majority Jewish area. Just over here, we have some writing in Hebrew. I don't know if this is a synagogue or something, but let's just go over here, chat to the locals, maybe be allowed inside. We'll have a look. Excuse me, hi. What is this? Is this a synagogue or?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Am I allowed to have a look inside, or is it?
I'm trying to go in.
Sorry?
You can try.
Okay, can I try? Okay, brilliant. Thank you. So I think this is a synagogue. Hello, sir. Am I allowed to come inside? Not allowed. Not allowed. No. Is that okay?
I don't think it's...
Sure, no worries. Is a service on or something? I can come back later, or?
You can come back later in a couple of hours.
Sure, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. So it looks like there's some kind of service going on. They said maybe I'll be allowed to come back in an hour or so. But yeah, there we go. This is obviously some kind of synagogue. You see you've got all the writing in Hebrew. Very ornate. But yeah, it's not bad for our first impression of Stamford Hill. Let's wander into the town and see what other exciting things we can see. So you can see there's a bit of Hebrew written here and there. We've got Lubavitch House written in Hebrew just on the sides, or in sort of Hebrew lettering in any case. And yeah, this is the main sort of area in Stamford Hill. Let's go for a little wander around and try and get some interactions with the Hasidic Jews who live here. But all in all, I would say it doesn't feel that Jewish. Like, it's funny. It just feels like another part of London, but everyone's kind of got the sort of dress code of the Hasidic Jews, or at least a lot of people do. But the actual shops and things doesn't feel that different to elsewhere in London. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I'm doing a sort of video about Stamford Hill. I was wondering if I just ask you, like, how is life here? Like, what's it like?
Very lovely.
Yeah. Have you lived here your whole life? Or?
No, I'm from Antwerp.
From where?
Antwerp, Belgium.
In Belgium? Oh, nice.
Yes, I got married here.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Nice. Very nice place. Is there anywhere to go, like, sort of, that you recommend around here? Like, anything interesting to see?
No, life is very calm here.
Okay, yeah, it's quite chill. Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, cheers. Just walking up to this crossroads over here. But you know what I mean, guys? You wouldn't think that this is a sort of majority Jewish area. It's very... Oh, how you doing, man? You alright? How you doing?
That's it.
Oh yeah, just doing a little vlog about Stamford Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, anything you... Yeah, it's tiny, isn't it? It's a little GoPro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything you want to say about Stamford Hill? Do you like it?
Nice area, quiet, peaceful. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it seems nice, doesn't it? Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, I'll let you go,
Enjoy,
man.
man.
Cheers.
See you later.
Take care. Well, all in all, I would say so far in Stamford Hill, for what I've seen, this is an excellent example of kind of integration into two societies. You know, you've got the kind of secular, typically non-religious people mixing fairly well with the Jewish population. It seems to be about half and half, half Jewish, half non-Jewish. And my impression is there's no racism, no anti-Semitism, any of this. Everyone kind of lives in peace, harmoniously very well, respects each other, and that's wonderful to see. There's a lot of questions in our society about does integration into, you know, does multiculturalism work and whatever. From what I've seen so far, this is quite a good example of when multiculturalism does work. Which is wonderful news. Right, let's go inside here and see if we can ask the locals what life's like here.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like maybe how long you've lived here, how you find it.
We don't live here, we just got business.
Oh, you run a business here, okay. But you like this area, or it's nice?
Very nice area, yeah.
Oh,
Nice
wonderful.
people.
Brilliant.
Like
brilliant.
us.
Yes. So, great bunch. Well, you got a nice place here. Very nice.
It's a nice place, yeah.
Yeah.
Safe.
Safe, very safe, yeah. So it's quite strange to see a tight-knit religious community such as we have here in Stamford Hill. You know, most of the West is very individualistic, and I mean, I don't want to make a caricature of Western culture, but I suppose the stereotype is the West is much more, you know, individualistic, and you know, you kind of go off and do it by yourself. But it's interesting and quite beautiful, to be honest, to see here where I can just tell, like, just from walking around and just from talking to people, that there is actually a very strong sense of community. And I just think, hello, hi. I can just imagine how much that does for like the sense of like your mental health and like your sense of like being supported, you know, and sort of a sense of being part of something greater than yourself. You know, like I say, a lot of the West is now very individualistic and very secular, but everyone's very unhappy. I think part of that is because we don't have a sort of wider community to belong to. Well, the people in Stamford Hill, they do have a sort of something greater than themselves to belong to, and that is their religion, their religious community, their customs, their way of life. And yeah, it's really good to see. Everyone seems very sort of happy here. Right, let's just cross the road. Over here, I've seen something very interesting. This is something you certainly don't see every day. It's a Georgian Orthodox church. Look at this, the Georgian Orthodox Cathedral. And over here, we've got it written in Georgian, in the Georgian alphabet. The Georgians are Christian, you know, like many places in the Caucasus, and they belong to the Eastern Orthodox tradition. Here we are, it's the Patriarch of Georgia, Diocese of Great Britain and Ireland. Unfortunately, it is closed at the moment, but I would, oh maybe, let's have a look. Let's see if we're allowed inside to this Georgian church. It's quite intimidating, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah. Never mind. That's a shame, because I would really love to know what that church is like. It looks quite kind of Halloween-y with all these little decorations and stuff. Look at it. Really quite impressive. Well, if you're from Stamford Hill and you've been inside that church, let me know what it's like. Drive up the YouTube comments for me. Oh, excuse me, mate. I'm just doing a video about Stamford Hill. I was wondering if I could ask you, like, what is life like here? You know, how you find it?
I'm a bus driver. I don't live around there. But,
oh, really?
Yeah, but Stamford Hill is an okay area. It's a pretty peaceful area.
That's what a lot of people say. Very kind of quiet and peaceful.
Laid back area.
Oh, nice, nice.
I would probably go and say I think the Jews helped make it that way.
You would say that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
because
really interesting.
Because they're pretty peaceful people.
Yes, yes. The
so
kind of, well,
I think it filters down to everybody else.
That's well put, yeah. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, man.
You're
Cheers.
welcome. Cheers, man.
Over here, we've got a road sign named after a rabbi, Rabbi Avraham Pinter Path. It's very rare that you see a street in the UK named after a rabbi, but there you go. Maybe that's the only one here in Stamford Hill. There is one. Right, well, let's wander over to this very nice park we've got over here. Very nice little fountain over there. And it looks like there is a synagogue over here as well. One thing that I have noticed about a lot of the buildings here that are for Jewish worship, whether that's a synagogue or a school or something like that, is there is a lot of security. There's a primary school over here that's all Jewish, a Jewish primary school, and there is security outside in high vis, and in the synagogue we saw earlier I did see a few security guards as well, and I thought maybe that was just because, oh, you know, it's a bit, you know, like there was like a special event or something, but I wonder whether that's just like a healthy precaution because the Jews are so worried about anti-Semitic attacks, which is very weird. I never thought I would live in a timeline in history where Jews felt they needed security outside. So I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's just blameless accusations, but I just thought that was something worth noting. Over here we've got a kosher market. So obviously in Islam you have halal meat, you know, that is prepared in a certain way, and in Judaism you have kosher meats and, you know, kosher requirements to eating. So we're going to have a look inside and see what it's like. See if we're allowed in. Here we've got some newspapers in Hebrew. Quite interesting. Here we've got a copy of the Jewish Tribune. At the time I'm recording this, there is a hostage deal in the Middle East. Thank you. Cheers. Well, over here we've got another kosher food store, which we're going to have a look inside this one as well. Might even buy something this time. Here we've got some cookies with the Hebrew alphabet on it. Something that you obviously don't see in a normal shop, but here in Stamford Hill, very appropriate. Thank you. Cheers. Well, life is progressing in a very nice way around here. There's a good sense of community, of religious values, all this kind of stuff. Another interesting thing about the Jewish community here is that a lot of people don't have smartphones or mobile phones. They just have little Nokia bricks and stuff like that, which I guess is part of the not trying to keep traditions, not trying to modernize too much and sort of complicate your life with all the distractions that a modern mobile phone does. Yeah, a lot of people are just using Nokia bricks and stuff like that, which I think is really good. I'm all for it. Well, that was Stamford Hill in Hackney, which was very interesting. But now we're gonna get on one of these buses over here and head over to Shadwell. Let's go. Place we're about to go to, Shadwell, which is quite nearby, is meant to be one of the most majority Muslim places in London. Now we've already been to the most Muslim place in London, which is in Tower Hamlets, but it didn't actually feel that Islamic on the streets, and I was told that Shadwell is very different. It does feel much more Islamic, even if head for head Tower Hamlets is slightly more Muslim. So we're going to see for ourselves if that's true. Well, we're just here at Dalston Junction. I'm about to get on the overgrounds, as you can see here. So for those of you who are not Londoners, you're not from the UK, obviously you've got the famous undergrounds, which everyone knows about. Then you've also got the overgrounds, which is much like the underground, except it's all above ground, and that is what we're getting at the moment on our way to Shadwell. Well, welcome to Shadwell in East London. Let's get up from the platform and see what it's like in the town. Let's go. Okay, well, we're here in Shadwell. Turns out this is still in Tower Hamlets, which we've already done, but it looks like a slightly different part of Tower Hamlets that we haven't seen, so let's have a look around. First impression, doesn't look that Islamic, to be honest. But let's take a look around, let's see. Well, we've arrived in the market here in Shadwell. So you've got some fruits and stuff, some people selling stuff over here. Hello sir, hi. Some fish over here, some clothing. Over here, this is something that's quite interesting. We've got some kind of flats in front of us over here. This is the Colstead house. And you see over here, we've got some writing in what is Bengali. A lot of the Muslims who live in this part of London are from Bengal specifically. It's not just a general Islamic culture, it's very specifically Bengali. There we've got the Bengali for Melwood House over there as well. Another council block here. There you can see the upstairs. Here we have all the signs on this translated into Bengali as well. Alright, let's keep wandering around Shadwell to see what else we can find. Well, I've just made it inside this little shop in Shadwell. And it's just quite interesting because you've got a lot of stuff over here you wouldn't see in a regular shop. Lots of sort of tea implements that, sorry. Obviously, people would use and buy here, kind of to cook coffee here and stuff like that. But obviously, don't see it everywhere else. And some rather nice little coffee mugs and stuff like that. So yeah, very nice. How is it to live here? It's good?
Good.
You like it?
Even quiet, business quiet.
Bit quiet?
Very quiet, very
really,
quiet.
Really, people are very well behaved?
Down, business down.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Only 2 months, 3 months.
Okay.
Very quiet.
Lovely.
No business.
No business.
Yes, no.
Hopefully later, more business.
Summer, okay, fine.
In summer it's good.
Summer would
Yes.
be okay. This
Yes. Too cold.
quiet.
Too cold.
one, 2 cold, again very quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody customer not coming.
Yeah.
This stall very cheap.
Oh, really?
Everything cheap.
Really? Okay.
This
Okay.
cup cheap, milk tea cheap, everything cheap.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers. Take care. Well, I think what I'm going to do is try and find somewhere to eat. Looks like in this part of Tower Hamlets, there are actually quite a lot of places to go to. So yeah, we're going to check them out, see what they're like. Okay, we're going to go to the Lahore restaurant and see if we can get a table. Let's go. Cash. Hello, a table for one?
For one?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see.
Thank you. Okay, so we've made it to this little restaurant here. Looks very interesting. Gonna wait for the guys to bring me a menu and then we'll see what it's like. But this is the inside. Oh. Is there upstairs? Can I go upstairs as well?
It's closed.
It's closed, okay, just downstairs. No worries. There is an upstairs over here that looks really cool, but sadly it's closed. So just the downstairs. But it's still very exciting. Okay, so this is what we have here in the restaurant. Can I just get this karahi chicken, yeah, and yeah, that's it.
Normally,
Okay.
you have to go with flour rice
Okay.
or a bread like roti, tandoori paratha, or naan or garlic naan. It's up to you.
Okay, could I get some roti with it, please? Thank you. Okay, well, just come into this restaurant over here, and I've got this kind of thing over here. Bit of breads, bit of salads, and yeah, we're gonna see what it's like. Very nice. I was just speaking to the guy who runs this place, and he said, "Are you from Essex?" And I said, "Yeah, I am. How did you guess that?" And he said, "I could tell by your accent." It's just so strange to me. I've never had someone be able to guess that I was from Essex from my accent, because I don't think I've really got an Essex accent. But there you go. So, all in all, a very nice meal here at the Lahore restaurant. Yeah, just a bit of everything really. And yeah, very hot. Always get something that's very hot, but yeah, it was nice. Yeah, now I'm just gonna sit here, get the bill, try and find some cash because it's a cash only place, and then make the next steps. Well, that was Lahore 1 here in Tower Hamlets. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of the vlog, I think. I'm gonna wander back to the train station and yeah, probably call it a night from there. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Yeah. All in all, this part of London, just to summarise, really doesn't feel that Muslim, doesn't feel that Islamic. It feels a bit different to other parts of London for sure. There's definitely a stronger Islamic presence than other places, but it still feels quite sort of, it's not as pronounced as how it was in the Jewish part of London. This feels a bit less extreme in terms of proportions of Muslims and non-Muslims, like in where we were earlier. It was literally a 1-to-1 ratio. Well, just before we call it a night, I'm gonna go over to this tea place over here. Let's see if I can get something to drink. Let's go. Hello sir, how are you? Can I get some tea or coffee or something?
Yeah. What
Is that possible? Don't really know. What sort of thing can I get here? Like, what sort of teas can I get?
We have a masala tea.
Okay. What is masala tea?
Masala tea, like a karak chai.
Okay. Yeah.
Traditional Bengali traditional tea.
Okay, if it's traditional, then I'd like to get it. Yeah.
You like sugar?
Without sugar.
Without sugar.
Yeah. How is life in Tower Hamlets? Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
Very nice. Tower Hamlets is very nice city, you know.
Yes.
We love.
People are very friendly.
Yeah, and our lots of community people living here.
It's important to have community,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Fantastic. How much is
You
that?
like to pay by card, yeah?
If that's all right, yeah.
150.
150, awesome. And a lot of Bengali culture here then?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Awesome, mate. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Alright, well let's see what a Bengali tea is like. This is like a masala tea, something they have in Bengal apparently. That's very nice. Very kind of just tastes like normal tea, to be honest, but with a weird sort of aftertaste. But yeah, it's very nice. Interesting. Well, there we go, guys. We've just come back to Canada Water now, where I'm gonna get the Jubilee line and head back. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching as always. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to do a lot more in London in the future. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. But otherwise guys, thanks so much for watching. And I'll leave you guys here and see you soon.